Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about they like me, but they are in a relationship. What do I do? So this was a question from a viewer and they want to know, what if the person that likes you is in a relationship or they're married, right? So personally, if it was me, I would do nothing. Why? Because it's not the honorable thing to do. This person is committed to someone else. That person probably loves them, probably, cares about them. So it's not a good idea to mess with someone else's luggage, shall we say, right? It's not good to take someone else's luggage. So that's essentially what I would do, okay? I would do nothing, okay? Because what you got to remember is if they like you and if they're willing to cheat on you cheat on you on their partner, on the person that they're married to, it's very naive to think that if you two actually got together and they left their partner, that they won't do the same thing to you in the future, because it's very likely that they would, right? If they're willing to cheat on you, if they're willing to cheat on their partner, they're going to be willing to cheat on you because that's just who they are, right? You've got to watch people's behavior. And even if they are not willing to cheat on their the person that they're married to or the person that they're in a relationship with, they are at least entertaining other, options, which is happening to you right now. Like he or she is entertaining the option of maybe, pursuing something with you. So even if they don't actually physically cheat on their partner, they are emotionally cheating. They are investing their emotions into someone else. Okay, so if you got together with them and you got married to them and stuff, it could be very likely that they are falling in love and liking other people other than you. Now, obviously, we can't help it if we develop a little bit of a crush on someone while we're in a marriage, while we're in a relationship. We can't help who we find attractive, but we can help how we act on that, right? How we act on that feeling. If you have a crush for someone when you're in a relationship and when you're married, the best thing to do is to not entertain it. That means you don't message them, you don't talk to them, unless you can't help it, like you work together. But then again, you keep it cordial, you keep it professional, you talk to them like a colleague, because that's what they are. Or you talk to them if you're in a school environment, you talk to them like every other peer that you have. Okay? So that's what you do. And you don't entertain it by, thinking too much about them. You can kind of control yourself to not dive into those feelings. You don't start looking up songs that remind you of your crush while you're in a marriage. You don't do things like that. You don't dive into it. You don't indulge your feelings. You essentially ignore it. You say, hey, you know what? I'm attracted to this person, and perhaps you can use that attraction for this other person to help you work harder, transmute it into going harder at the gym or whatever it may be. But you don't ever act on that feeling. You don't ever step out of place and start getting emotionally involved with them, either on your own, in your own head, or actually with them and communicating with them. So what you've got to remember is if you do get with this person, they could start doing the exact same thing that they did to their partner with you. And it's very naive to think that you'll be different, okay? Because it's very unlikely that you won't be, okay? So that's what you got to do. So what then if they say something to you? What do you do if they say to you, oh, I'm married, but I really, really like you? What you got to do is you just got to say, well, if it doesn't work out with them, get in touch. And then you go into no contact and you try to avoid speaking to them, right? Because perhaps they're really not happy in the marriage. Perhaps they're already going through a divorce. Then everything's not been finalized yet. Then you say, when it's over, you know where I am. But obviously the important thing to do is to not wait around for them, because a lot of people are a little bit, unhappy in their marriages and they're looking for excitement somewhere else, but they're not willing to split up with or divorce their partner. Okay? So they're just looking for a bit of entertainment because perhaps the wife or husband isn't fulfilling them in the way that they feel like they deserve to be fulfilled. So they're looking for it elsewhere, but they're still not prepared to divorce their partner, because perhaps they still do have some loving feelings towards their partner, and perhaps they have other things that they're not willing to let go of, like money, the mortgage, the kids, and they just want to stay with that partner anyway. And they're just using you. Right? They're just using you to fulfill the other needs that are not being met at home. And I feel sorry for that poor sod who is with you know, whoever that is, right, who's their partner or the person that they're married to. Unless, obviously, because sometimes this can happen, the person that is married is really deeply unhappy with their relationship and deeply unhappy with their spouse or their partner because they're not being treated nicely and they're being abused or whatever. And then obviously that kind of thing can happen. But still, you can't save other people. They have to save themselves, right? If something is really awry, then maybe you need to speak to the authorities. But that's the only thing you can do if you feel like someone is being truly mistreated. But most of the time, that's not actually happening. What's actually happening is that person is just dissatisfied with their relationship, with their marriage, and they're trying to get their needs met somewhere else, but they're not going to be willing to commit to you. And if you want someone who's committed to you, then it's best to look elsewhere and not in other people's married lives, right? Or the fact that they're in a relationship. It's best to just be like, hey, you know what? If it doesn't work out, get in touch with me, right? And if you know, if you divorce, let me know. You know, if you start living separately, let me know. Because I'm not interested in being with you and talking to you while you're in that relationship and while you're in that marriage. So just, you know, get in touch if you split up. That's all that I need to know. Right, and you just say it, something like that, and then you just go into no contact, you avoid them. Now, if you work with them or you go to school with them, then you just treat them like everybody else, just treat them like every other colleague, every other acquaintance, and that's what you do. Okay, so it's very important that you don't wait around for them because you don't know if they're ever going to leave their partner. You don't know if they're ever going to leave that marriage. So continue to date, continue to find that person who's enthusiastic about you. Keep on dating people that are single. Keep on seeing people that are single, so you can find that person who doesn't have all that baggage, or you know those people that you know are just not willing to see someone else on the side who. Because that's what's basically happening here, right? If they really like you, they want to see you on the side. They want you to be basically that person who they can go to when their needs are not being met by the person that they're married to. But their still main relationship is with that person they're married to, not with you, right? So you want to find someone who wants their whole relationship to be with you, not to be someone's piece on the side, okay? Because that's essentially how they're treating you. And it's kind of bad of them, immoral of them. Obviously, it's immoral to cheat anyway and to emotionally cheat, but it's immoral of them to kind of drag you into that as well and to make you into a home wrecker. Okay, so it's just not a good way to go. It's best to avoid people who are married, who are in relationships. If they split up with their spouse, then great, then maybe something can happen. But not until everything's done, not until everything's finalized. And that's kind of how you have to treat it, okay? So, but like I said, don't wait around for them. Keep on dating, keep on finding new people that you can date, keep on going on dates. Never stop doing that until you find that one person who is perfectly right for you and is enthusiastic about you and isn't going to just want you as a side piece, okay? Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally and you'd like coaching with me, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com. And if there's anything you'd like me to discuss in a future video, then please leave it down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.